Please remain standing with me in singing our national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated. Welcome to our fall 2023 graduation. My name is Marie Kostelny. I have the pleasure of serving as presiding judge in our drug rehabilitation in county. We are truly honored to be able to share this event with those of you who support us, with the 10 graduates who have worked so hard to earn this success in their lives. We also want to welcome the family and friends of our graduates tonight. I know that this is a very happy for you as well. At this time, I would like to introduce some distinguished guests who are present whose program. We have county board members who are joining us tonight. Hopefully I got all of your names. We have, if you'd please stand and be recognized, Bill Roth, Leslie Juby, Bill Tar, Michael Lindner, Chris Caius, Michelle Gums, and I'm missing someone. Cliff Sturgis, thank you very much for us tonight. We also have our Kane County State's Attorney Officer joining us. Our Executive Director of Services, Lisa Ost, is somewhere in the back. She always hides. We have 501c3 board members, Jeff and Alora. Go. Randy Roosh. And others who are here supporting our program. I really appreciate everyone being here tonight to encourage the work that we do and these graduates. We are to have judges who I serve with who have always been very supportive of the work that we do. And I'd like to introduce you to them at this time. So starting on the left on the front row, Julie Yetter. She serves in felony courtroom. Judge Sandra, who is in juvenile court. Judge Christine Downs in family court. Judge Renee Cruz, who is our problem-solving court judge here in Kane County. He is now operating our DUI specialty court and is presiding over the misdemeanor division. Judge Kimberly DiGiovanni, who is assignment, so she knows everything and everyone. Thank you for joining us. And Judge, who is a felony trial judge. So thank you all for your continued support. And we are honored to have with us tonight the 16th Judicial Circuit Chief-elect, Robert K. Villa. Judge Villa will begin his service as the Chief in December. And he's joining us today to celebrate the success of our program and I would ask that you join me in welcoming him as he shares a few remarks.
Thank you, Judge Kostelny, and to my colleagues over here on the graduates. I hope this is a wonderful evening for all of you. I'll be brief. My first public events as a judge back in 2013 was to attend a drug court graduation. I believe it was school, I think was the first one. And I ran there fully unprepared to wear a robe in public for the first time since maybe graduating high school or something like that. And I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know the program. I didn't know anything about the people in the program. And I'd never been to a specialty court related graduation sort. So for those of you who are here for the first time tonight, I hope your experience is the same or similar to mine. And that was one of truly wonder. Wonder if whether or not I had the strength of the individuals who are up here to do done over the years that they've been in this program. Should I have ever found myself in that situation? A wonder committed their time and efforts to making it possible for these individuals to have the strength and show that they could do it to graduate. And a wonder at how well, when we all come together as a community and accept that life is forward, programs like this can help people move forward, how much we can truly accomplish. This is yet another very successful for this program. It is a program that is a shining star in the state. And quite frankly, we have Kostelny and all the people listed on the back of this program who have staffed and supported this program for years to thank. So I hope your experience again is the same as mine was, one of wonder. Thank you all for coming tonight.
Thank you, Judge Villa, for your presence here today and showing commitment to this program. Chief Judge Hull, it was unavailable to be here tonight. He's that's happening in Chicago, but he wished to congratulate all our graduates on his behalf. And to thank him also for his unwavering support during the last 4 years when he served as chief, particularly during a time of pandemic. He always put the priorities of problem-solving courts first, and we were able to accomplish a lot despite significant obstacles during the pandemic. So his help. To those of you who may be unfamiliar with treatment courts or problem courts, I'm going to take just a few moments to explain why we have a drug court, how and why drug courts work. Drug court started here in Kane County in the year 2000. This is our 23rd year. And it's always been the mission of this court to reduce the incidence of drug use, drug addiction, crimes committed, connected because of use and addiction. And we accomplish these goals through a high structured and intensive judicial intervention process. Our program is the most intensive available. We assist our participants in getting into treatment, and we work hard to meet treatment needs. Participants are required to come to court frequently. They have to submit to random tests at least twice a week the entire time they're in our program. They have to meet with probation officers regularly, have random home visits, employment visits, and work on goal setting program. We utilize a system of rewards and sanctions to encourage participants in their sobriety. I have had the great honor and privilege of being able to serve as the presiding judge for over a decade now. I finished my 10th year in January, and that's always a good time to, after you finish a decade, where have you come, what have you done? And my team knows that I like to say that I think we should be a shark. We always need to keep moving. If we stop moving, we die. So I say we need to keep getting better. You know, we can't sit back and say we're doing good enough. We're improving. So I started kind of noting what we've accomplished in the past 10 years. It's been pretty impressive. And it's through the hard work of the team who's sitting in the first 2 rows here that work with me that I give all the credit. They have worked so hard to make improvements to our program. So during we have added treatment providers to our team. We continue our work and expanded our work with Ecker Center for Behavioral Health so that our participants have access to counselors and therapists to address mental health conditions. We've added law enforcement to our. Through the sheriff, we have employment training and job opportunities and certification programs. Been able to work with treatment and medical staff at the jail to make certain that our participants leave the medications and treatment in place. We've developed a system for the use of medication treatment. We now provide moral recognition therapy, which is a proven treatment for individuals in the criminal justice system. We've included mental health screenings and treatment for all our participants. We've included therapy for those who have had trauma histories in their past. Done providing EMDR treatment for those who suffer from trauma histories. We've developed partnerships with new treatment providers and recovery homes. We have a robust alumni association, a robust 501c3 organization that supports our problem-solving courts here. In partnership with Serenity House, our halfway home, we now have a peer recovery specialist available to assist our participants with everything from getting driver's licenses and IDs, getting to treatment, getting insurance, among other necessary things. Our team members are both throughout the state of Illinois and nationally for being experts, and they're called to present at educational conferences, both nationally and throughout the state. One of the most proud of is over the last decade, we have worked very hard to increase the diversity program, both on the team and in our participants. Efforts are being made throughout our state, the problems associated with drug addiction, and certainly throughout the nation as well. We are honored to have with us Maria Manzo, who is the Senior Director of Outreach for Bill Foster. Congressman Bill Foster has worked on the national level to drug crisis facing our country. Congressman Foster is a scientist, and I believe the only in Congress. And because of his educational background, he is uniquely to speak not only about the biological basis for the disease of substance use, but also the scientific evidence for what works in recovery and in treatment. The leaders in our government to declare the opioid crisis a public health emergency. He has urged funding for communities to battle this crisis. He has repeatedly said that if we're serious about helping those who are struggling with dependency and preventing future drug abuse, we need to understand the underlying science of addiction. He has helped us in receiving by signing letters in support of our program. And tonight, although he could not personally, Ms. Manzo is here to represent him and congratulate our graduates. So please join me in welcoming.
Good evening. On behalf of Congressman Foster, by thanking the very many individuals involved in the King County Drug Rehabilitation. This program began in 2000, as you heard earlier, and since its inception, these individuals have worked hard day in and day out with the sole purpose of ensuring a second chance at life at those who seek it. The work you guys do every day saves someone's loved one, a daughter, a son, a brother, mom, husband, and so on. Because of you, we all have the ability to gather here tonight and celebrate the milestones and future of those who might otherwise statistics. So on behalf of Congressman Foster and the people of the 11th District, we thank you for the commitment and the service to such an essential program within our community. Graduates, I would like to congratulate you on the many achievements that led you here with. You are stronger than most will ever comprehend. Despite the many, you did not let addiction define who you are. And instead, you have made an addiction and a defining moment of overcoming addiction, a defining moment in your life. You have chosen to prioritize your well-being, your health, and the happiness of those that you love. You have taken your lives back and you have given your life to the ones that you love. And with that being said, I'd like to thank and congratulate the family members and friends who are among us supporting tonight's graduates. Your ability to remain strong was key to their recovery, and for that, be celebrated as well. In our community, like so many across the country, we are an epidemic of substance abuse. But tonight is an example of the impact that can be made when communities come together and extend a helping hand, reaching for one. May we commit ourselves to continuing this progress and to fight in the name of health and well-being for our families. So on behalf of Congressman Bill, congratulations on the achievements that have led you to be here tonight. Forward to seeing what tomorrow brings for each one of you. Congratulations.
In your pack, your certificates of graduation, you each have received a personal letter of congratulations from Congressman for achievements. To be the alumni of the year, a drug court alumni participant needs to amplify their own commitment to lifelong recovery and a commitment to pay it forward to others who have a substance use disorder. Tonight, we wish to award someone who shows day in and day out. Would Kathleen Hankis please join me on the stage at this time? Kathleen graduated from drug court in 2020 during the height of the pandemic. And since her graduation, I am going to give you just a brief list. I brought Kleenex for you. Know Kathleen quite well. This is just a brief list of the things she to accomplish since she graduated from drug court in 2020. She is an Illinois certified recovery specialist. She has done CCAR recovery coach training. She is employed recovery coach with Serenity House and works with our current drug court participants. She graduated with an associate degree in applied science from the College of DuPage this last May with a 4.0 average. She was co-outstanding graduate of the year at College of DuPage. Appointed to serve on the Illinois Supreme Court Pretrial Implementation Task Force in impacted individuals. She served as a consultant for the Center for Effective Public Policy and Advancing Pretrial Policy and Research Programs. She was a speaker at the Justice Collaborating Council meeting in St. Croix, Wisconsin. She did an internship with Family and Mental Health Services, an internship at Gateway Aurora, and an internship at the State House. She is currently a student at Aurora University, working on her bachelor's and ultimate master's degree in social work. She helps our participants each and every week with getting their driver's license, their IDs, their health insurance, rides to treatment, rides to court, and a whole lot of things. And she's been sober from her drug of choice since 2018. Kathleen. I need those. Is a superstar who has never forgotten her own journey to recovery and is willing to help others become superstars too. So please allow me at this time to present you this small token of our appreciation as Alumni of the Year. We present to Kathleen Hankis, Kane County Drug Rehabilitation Court Alumni of the Year Award for your ongoing commitment and dedicated outstanding service to the Kane County Drug Rehabilitation participants, October 2023.
Thanks, you guys. They told me something was going on, but not this. This has been the honor of my life to graduate from this awesome program, turn my life around, work with drug court. It's been the honor to come back and have that are in similar situations for me and instill some hope and encourage them along their journey. So I am grateful and just look forward to what the future has for everybody. So congratulations, guys.
Superstar hardly says it, does it? That's pretty cool. So although we have 3 graduate speakers tonight, we would like to give an opportunity to of our graduates in a special slideshow prepared for this occasion with some of their quotes about their time with us, along with some photos of some of our events that we've had in our last graduation.
Let it go. Let it roll right off your shoulder, don't you know? The hardest part is over, let it in. Let your clarity define you in the end. We will only just remember how it feels. Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours, these small hours still remain. Let it slide. Let your troubles fall behind you. Let it shine till you feel it all around you. And I don't mind if it's me you need to turn to. We'll get by. It's the heart that really matters in the end. Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours, these small hours still remain. All of my regret will wash away somehow, but I cannot forget the way I feel right now. In these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate, yeah, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, yeah, but these small hours, these small hours still remain. Oh, they still remain. These little wonders, all these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours, these little wonders still remain. Let it go. Let it roll right off your shoulder, don't you know? The hardest part is over, let it in. Let your clarity define you in the end. We will only just remember how it feels. Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours, these small hours still remain. Let it slide. Let your troubles fall behind you. Let it shine till you feel it all around you. And I don't mind
Today, we are going to hear from three of our graduates who will speak about their recovery and their time in drug court. And we are going to begin with Tyler H. Please join me in welcoming him.
How everybody doing? I am Tyler. My drug of choice was alcohol, ecstasy, and promethazine. What started me using, I'm kind of nervous, but what started me using was through my trauma of my childhood and suppressing my emotions. From this, my lifestyle was depressing, always using drugs because I could not express my emotions and living life on the edge. Due to the lifestyle that I grew up in, I was unable to stay sober, which got me the charges that led me into drug court. All my time in drug court, my time in drug court was awesome. I learned how to cope with my emotions and express my feelings in a healthy way, and to ask for help. I appreciate the KCD, my trauma counseling. I was able to learn how to let go of my trauma from my past and look forward to the future in a healthy, recovering lifestyle. Akron Center was great. I made a lot of friends there. I learned how to let go and cope. I learned how to let go with my coping skills and process my thoughts. While in drug court, I obtained my first real job, and it taught me accountability and responsibility. Through working, I was able to obtain my first business and my company name. One big thing that was accomplished for me was bettering my mental health and my physical health. All in all, I am a grateful drug court candidate, and I like to shout out to Lena Fisher, because everything that I told her about my weaknesses, she took and paid attention to. No matter what it was, she got me out the environment where I did not want it to be. Shout out to Quincy, because he listened to me, and that's how I got into KCD, to deal with my trauma. And one more shout out, Kathy Hankins, because she was always there when I caught her, and she helped me through a lot of my process to get through this final edge of being in the program, because things got hard at the last minute. And I'm a grateful drug court candidate, and everybody have a blessed night. And people to y'all.
Good job. Next, we will hear from Vanessa M.
I am also nervous. Hi, my name is Vanessa, and I'm a recovering addict. Before I came into drug court, I didn't know who I was. I was lost in my addiction for so long, but it wasn't until 3 years ago when I realized I actually had a problem and needed help. My life had become unmanageable, and I started to fall apart. I was literally living multiple lives. I was lying to myself and the people I love. I ruined a lot of my relationships, especially with my family and my kids. After committing criminal acts, I found myself with an opportunity at a second chance at life. Even with the opportunity, I still had the intentions of using one last time before going to treatment. But God works in mysterious ways. So when I showed up to court, I didn't know I would be drug tested. I failed the drug test, of course. The judge said I had to stay in jail until there was an open bed. I was so mad, I cried. Being offered drug court and being told that it was very intense scared me. I thought to myself, if it's this intense, I won't make it. After discussing my options and having a good talk with Alicia, I decided I would do drug court. I didn't want to go to jail. And here I was with an opportunity to change my life around. This was different to me. Change was about to happen. I had gained a whole support team. People who didn't know me believed in me. Even though I had this whole support team behind me, I was missing the support of my family. I knew it would take effort and time to gain back the trust I needed from my family. After arriving to Gateway, I had a lot of things about myself I wanted to change. Gateway gave me the tools to cope with some of the issues I had going on within me and the inside. I had mental health problems along with my trauma, and these were things I didn't know that had a big effect on my life along with my addiction. I want to talk about what the program did for me and what I learned from it. After being at Gateway for 30 days, I was able to adjust and relate to people just like me. We had group sessions that would help us open up. We learned coping skills, got into everyday routines. After completing Gateway, I would find myself going to the next step of the program, Serenity Halfway House, a place where they give us structure. Getting back into everyday routine came responsibilities. I got a job. We had plenty of chores. I was able to go to bed at a set time and still get enough rest and wake up every day for work. Something I wasn't used to. Started to feel real good. I was finally learning the meaning of patience and how to love myself. That's when everything started to fall into place. So I thought, here is where honesty, accountability, and communication come in. Just like any other human being, I made a mistake by making the wrong decision, thinking that I could get away with it. Well, thinking that I can get away with driving, no license. I would drive to court, to work, and to appointments. I figured since I was only driving to do things that were important, I would be okay, but eventually I would get caught. Yeah, at times I would lie, but if it was one thing I learned from the situation was that I had to own up to it. Take accountability. I am responsible for my own actions. I started to be more honest with myself and with the program. Took me a few sanctions, a day here and a day there in jail, but it was only then when I realized, or when I knew this program meant more good than harm. Drug court has given me chances to fix my mistakes and learn from it. Just because of a few bumps here and there, they're willing to keep helping us as long as we are honest with them and making an effort to improve. I found out lying only makes the situation worse. This program has so much more to offer us. They provide us with all these resources that it almost makes it impossible for us not to take advantage of it. I began to understand more about this program that I started using these resources to my advantage. I became more honest with myself in my recovery. I got a sponsor, saw a recovering coach, the help with school, getting your license, providing forklifting classes, helping us get jobs. The point of this program is to save lives and get us back on track. I get it, us as addicts or criminals can't trust the criminal justice system, but the next person coming into the program, I want to know, I want the next person coming into this program to know that this program gave me hope. I've seen people just like me make it. If we put the effort into it, I believe it works. I'm living that proof right now. If I can do it and the people on stage with me can do it, you can do it too. I've never been so proud of myself. It was hard, I'm not gonna lie, but I made it possible. I made it through. I've been through a lot, and this was just another challenge in my life to overcome. I now have my family back in my life, who I love very much. Thank you for trusting me and giving me another chance. Sorry. I can now say my life is more manageable. Thank you. P.S. Drug court was also fun. They had plenty of events that included our families. And we have so much here to gain. I want to thank drug court and everyone on this team who believed in me and gave me a second chance. I honestly couldn't have done it without the whole team. Thank you.
Wonderful. And last but certainly not least, we are going to hear from Frankie H. Please join in welcoming.
Hello. I'm also nervous too, but I'm gonna get over it. Yeah, I'm Frankie. It's a pleasure to be standing here speaking with all of you on this evening. I can vividly remember me back in my madness. I used to be an artist, sing and rap, dance and stuff. And I remember me and my friend was trying to come up with a song after drinking so long, but we didn't make it past the first bar, you know. But with that being said, entering into this program has been a life blessing, but it was not always like that at the beginning. I only had one thing in mind, and that was to avoid a second prison sentence. My intentions was never stop using drugs just to find a way to outbeat the system. But trust me, you can't outbeat the system. Whatever you're thinking about or whatever you want to say to the judge with the failed test or a dilute, she have heard it all before. I tested positive twice and had 2 dilutes at the time my sanctions had progressed. Our judge told the bailiff to put me back in the holding cell, a place that I knew also well. At that time, my mind began to run rapid, but not in a bad or negative way. I thought about my family, my business, my freedom, but most importantly, my purpose in life. A wise man once asked me, how am I doing today? And I replied, just trying to stay afloat. He said, well, stop putting rocks in your pocket. That was deep. So once the judge ordered me to come back out, I stood there in front of her and I told her, I surrender. It was at that time that I fully put my all into something. My journey to recovery has finally begun. I met new faces and began to gain new friends, smiling with an inner joy because I found peace. This road of mine was not always easy. I learned that God don't take problems away from you, but he builds you up and make you strong to overcome them. With a clear mind, I can see things coming a mile away, or as they say in this program, play the tape through. I have been in this program for about 2 years with 19 months clean and sober. Thank you. And a lifetime to go. I have a wife and 7 beautiful children who depends on me. Things that I have put off for years, I have accomplished in months and just being in this program. I went and got my general contractor's license. I'm bonded, I'm insured, and I have landed jobs. And I have landed jobs I could never even dream about getting. I have worked in malls, I have helped build churches, and I'm currently booked out for 2 months. God is good. I would just like to thank the whole drug court staff for allowing me a second chance to better my life. A big shout out to Quincy for all the pep talks, you know, the motivational talks and speaks for keeping me going. And my words of encouragement to any newcomer, it works if you work it. Times will get hard, but when you feel like you're at the end of your ropes, tie a knot and hold on tight. Thank you.
If all 3 of you were nervous, you all did a fabulous job. Thank you for sharing your stories. I think everyone knows now that drug courts are the most effective way to reduce drug abuse and recidivism for nonviolent offenders. Tonight, we celebrate the graduation of these 10 individuals. Including the 10 on the stage tonight, Kane County Drug Court has successfully graduated 929 people since its inception. The 10 people on stage tonight are proof that drug courts work. Combined, the 10 individuals here could have served 99 years in the penitentiary. I did the math. And that's not including those who may have been extended term eligible. You don't need to nod your head to tell me if that was you, but some of them were extended term eligible. Some of them were here on multiple cases and could have had consecutive sentencing. I'm not counting that. I'm just counting their regular sentences. If they were at maximum penitentiary, it would have been 99 years. Every penitentiary in Illinois has a different annual cost. I just picked Menards. Menards runs at $44,230 a year. So if you multiply that out, and trust me, I did, It would have cost $4.3 million to incarcerate these people. However, these graduates were afforded an opportunity to change the direction of their lives and treat their disease. Each has maintained their sobriety. They have no new criminal offenses. Combined, they have paid $24,848.56 in fines, costs, and restitution. They are sober, they're law-abiding, they're productive citizens. We are very proud of them and all of their achievements. I know our community has benefited by these graduates successfully completing our program, but I also know that the graduates themselves have received personal benefits from their time in our program. And we're going to take a few moments now to do their very favorite part of our show, the before and after shots, their mug shots and how they look today. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about their achievements in our program. Little technical glitch. There we go. This is William B. Bill is most proud of reconnecting with his adult children after not always being present during their lives. He is also rightfully proud of refusing offered narcotics when he had a surgery during his time in drug court. He bravely went without. He has said that his being at Serenity House helped him get perspective on being part of the solution and not the problem. He participated in our book clubs. He went to the Cougars game. He did goat yoga, which he said was his favorite drug court event. He did get his restricted driving permit while he was in our program. He's had the same job for over a year. He took new participants to meetings. He would encourage new participants. He told me that he learned that POs were not the police, they were his coaches in this program, which I love. He celebrated 2 years of sobriety last March, and he is graduating sanction-free. Congratulations, Bill. This is Daisy C. Daisy had frequent hair color changes in drug court, and I learned that her favorite word is groovy. She also rebuilt her relationships with her family and has a better relationship with her son. She said that she's less angry and she knows how to use her words better and has developed healthy boundaries in life. She has had stable employment during her time with us and was made house manager at Serenity House, where she still continues to serve. She participated in every single book club that we had while she was in our program. She participated in our art show and our national night out. She obtained her forklift certificate through the sheriff's program. She voluntarily spoke at high schools, telling her story and spreading the word about recovery. She actually enjoyed working on the goals she set for herself in MRT. She just celebrated 2 years of sobriety on September 21st. Yes, and she is also graduating sanction-free. Damian C. Damian's start to drug court was hard as the treatment facility closed early on due to COVID when he joined our program. Despite that disruption, Damian was determined to take the opportunity of drug court seriously. He too is graduating sanction-free tonight. Damian recently obtained his driver's license. And the really important thing is it's the first driver's license he's ever had in his life. So that's a big deal. Congratulations. He also bought a car. He did it backwards. I think he got the car before he got the license. So I just say, do not drive that car, but he does have a car now and now he can drive. Damian didn't initially want to go to the halfway house at Serenity House, was a little resistant, but he went, did a great job. And he also is a house manager at Serenity House where he continues to serve in that capacity. Damian got his forklift certificate through the sheriff's program. He said that being obedient and disciplined were the keys to his success. He has been sober for over 20 months and is very active in his AA group and enjoys recovery retreats. Congratulations, Damian. Travis E. was happy to rebuild his family relationships, especially with his little brother. No one is more proud of Travis than his mother, who often came to court and our events in drug court. She was always most welcome. Travis said he found peace while in drug court and feels motivated about life now. He has celebrated 2 years of recovery as well. Congratulations. He received his forklift certificate. Thank you, Judy Dawson at the Sheriff's Department. He was promoted to a managerial position at work and has had 2 raises since his time in our program. Because of his stable work, he has opened a bank account, a savings account, and he got a credit card to start building up his credit. He and his family are going on a trip out of state tomorrow, which they can do because he's off probation now, to celebrate his graduation. Congratulations. Frankie H. He told you what I was going to say. Early in the program, he had a pretty harsh sanction, had to do an impact incarceration, and came back and said, I surrender. He truly said exactly that. Put his hands up, and he said that changed everything for him. And that's true, because from that moment on, Frankie H. has done a fabulous job in our program. He is a loving father to his 7 children. Because of his sobriety, he was able to be a father and a husband at his time when his family really needed him to stand tall and be accountable. He does own his own remodeling construction company with 2 employees. He was always able to show us that he was running his business in a responsible and legal manner. We always check, and he always showed us. He hopes to continue to grow his business. He said that his time at Abraxas and Serenity House allowed him to find new friends in recovery and really opened up his eyes. He participated in our Cougars game. There he is with the kids. And he presented a piece for our art show that I'll always remember. It said, "The road to recovery is always under construction." Congratulations. Tyler H. has been sober for over a year now and really improved his life in so many ways while in drug court. Most importantly, he feels he is a better father. He too obtained a forklift certificate, got his driver's license reinstated, and bought a car. He graciously drove other participants to court and to past graduation ceremonies. He started his own business. He worked really hard to improve both his physical and his mental health. He had major hip surgery while in drug court and is now able to walk beautifully and hopefully pain-free. He's done a great job. He is so brave because he was willing to face some past childhood traumas with the help of the King County Diagnostic Center, and it really has a stronger recovery as a result of that. He's a courageous man. He was always willing to try new events with drug court, including book club and goat yoga, where he won a free t-shirt due to a very unfortunate incident with the goat. Tyler once said, "You can't fix a problem until you know what the problem is." True words. And he was known for giving inspirational speeches when he was in treatment at Gateway, I believe. So congratulations to you, Tyler. Ruby M. said she changed her attitude completely while she was in drug court and is much better for it. She also obtained her driver's license and bought a car. She also got her forklift certificate through the sheriff's program and got a job as a forklift operator for a while. She's held her job for over a year. She worked through all 12 steps with her sponsor, and I think would make a terrific sponsor in the future. So I keep encouraging her to do that. She's rebuilt her family relationships and is better able to co-parent. She's learned the importance of removing people from her life who were toxic to her sobriety. When I first met Ruby, I thought she didn't talk very much. And then the probation officers would say, "She talks all the time." And I thought, "Oh, she just doesn't talk to me." But the last couple times we've really talked a lot, and I've gotten to know what a wonderful woman she is and how her actions do speak louder than her words. She is resilient and determined, and we're very proud of you, Ruby. Vanessa M. Vanessa wasn't able to graduate from East Aurora High School, she told me. So she's very excited about tonight's graduation ceremony and wearing her beautiful red robe. When she first came into drug court, she wasn't sure she could trust this program and the team members, but she gave it a try and started doing things the right way, not the easy way. And it made all the difference for her road to recovery. While in drug court, Vanessa participated in the Cougars game, the art show, the picnic, and our book clubs. She was always willing to try something new. She has said that drug court taught her how to be more organized, how to structure her life, and how to manage money. She said that these things have made her not only a better worker, but a better mother. She enjoyed working on her goals from MRT, and she's now focused on her children, her family, and most importantly, her sobriety. Congratulations, Vanessa. Andrew M. Andrew has been steadily working while in drug court and has a good job with great benefits, including 401ks. He's been at his job for 1.5 years, which is the longest he has held his job in a very, very long time. He has been promoted to manager at work and has received multiple pay raises. He said that for the first time in a very long time, he feels financially stable. He's been sober for over 21 months. He knows that the keys to his success are staying focused on his goals and being mindful of people, places, and things, what we always say in recovery. He told other participants that the communication was the key to his success in recovery. So congratulations, Andrew, for all you've accomplished. Deanna S. I found out just last week that Deanna started every phone conversation when a probation officer called her saying, "Am I going to jail?" Every single phone call. And she's done a fabulous job in our program. So I love that she started them that way. She said that she has learned patience, boundaries, and to trust the process while in drug court. Her daughter Karma is her biggest motivation to succeed. Deanna went out of her way to help new participants coming into drug court by encouraging them and helping them navigate the requirements of our program. She is truly resilient and a determined woman and a kind woman who is always willing to help others and to trust that those who care about her are willing to help her. She has worked steadily and was promoted to a manager position at work. She's even started a savings account for her future. She says that she's learned to take care of herself and knows not to let up on her routine. Deanna sometimes refers to me as Mama Judge, and I got to tell you, I secretly like that. So thank you, Deanna. So this is our class of the fall of 2023. I am going to step down to present diplomas, but before I do that, I want to acknowledge our team members and introduce you to them because they work so hard and they collaborate so well to get so many things done for our participants. But even before I do that, one of the things I am so proud of is how many of our alumni stay connected and help new people coming along. So if you're an alumni, would you please stand up today? I know Charles is here, stand up. I know Kathleen is here, stand up. Ross is here. I saw Ross earlier. Chrissy is here. There was someone, Brian's here. I saw 5 or 6 people coming in, and I'm so thankful for your continued connections to our alumni. So thank you. Let's give them a big round of applause. And then before we do diplomas, I'm going to ask the team to line up so that they can congratulate each graduate personally. And I'll introduce you to our team. So we're going to start with Assistant State's Attorney, Lindsay Lachansky. She gets mad at me because I call her first. I'm doing it anyway. Assistant Public Defender, Juanita Archuleta. Dr. Jenna D'Agostini from the Kane County Diagnostic Center. Ray Andrews, our drug court coordinator. Mike Roman, our drug court supervisor. Lena Fisher, drug court probation officer. Kim Reed, our problem solving court specialty officer. Quincy Owens, probation officer. Nicole Viella, our treatment probation officer. Our newest probation officer, welcome to the team, Maisha Little. Judy Dawson from the Sheriff's Department. I don't see Detective Williams here, but he's here in spirit, I know. Is Jamie Olson here from Ecker Center? There she is. Come on up. Herb Strickland from Ecker Renz was unable to be with us tonight, but sends his congratulations. Cassandra Herzog from Gateway Aurora. This is a fabulous team I work with. They work so hard at providing services, and you know that they really care about you graduates. So let's give the team a big round of applause. I'm going to step down now to do the diploma ceremony. And then when we've completed that, I would like to invite you all to join us in the general waiting area out there to have a glass of lemonade, piece of cake, and personally congratulate our graduates. So all right, our first graduate, William B. Daisy C. Damian C. Miss E. H. Andrew.